let's go ahead and watch this 2 minute and 40 second video. I have not watched this yet. Okay, I have been hearing, about this all day. People have at me on Twitter. People have DM'd me the video. So we'll see. Well, let's see what he's talking about for 2 minutes 40 seconds. Then we'll get into Swante's video, which I've heard is a banger.
I'm about to walk out the door to go get my Starbucks to start off my day. Texts and DMs about people saying that I ruined the game. I did patch 2. First of all, let's break this down real quick, because I know it's the internet. People don't always use all their brain cells. There's a difference between impact and control. If you want to say I had an impact because the devs and other people watch my streams and formulate their opinions about how I'm playing the game or what they're seeing, I say that's fair. There's a lot of things that impact the game.
Okay. To be fair, impact versus control, yes. I would agree. I think the difference between what he thinks and what we're saying is nobody thinks that like Joe Knows presses a button and the game changes. Obviously, like I don't think anybody truly thinks that Joe is like, he flies to California, sits down with Beluba, hands him a bullet point list of things to talk about and things that need to be changed, and then boom, they change it. But we have to be honest. We have to be real. They're the only team of streams that they watch. They are the only team of streams that they watch. They don't watch anybody else play the game. Beluba watches Power, he watches Swag Godly, and he watches Joe Knows. So when you watch something, naturally, you're planting seeds always. Seeds are always planted. So you can't say that you don't have any control over shit. When Beluba is in your stream and Bauer is screaming, I can't get a steal, and Beluba's responding, I have to figure out why Bauer is failing. That's not influence, that is control. When the developer of a game is saying, this player can't get a steal, and I need to figure that out and change that for them, that is no longer influence. That is, in fact, control. When you're not going to 20 different streams and you're only staying in their stream, watching them play, that's control. You know? Like, at the end of the day, that is control. That's not influence. At the end of the day, that is you kind of calling the shots. When you guys are making complaints and things change, that's calling the shots. When they're complaining that rhythm shooting's broken and that's the only thing that's getting reverted, that's control. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can call it what we want to call it. If you don't want to use the word control, if you want to use the word heavily influenced, if we want to use the word majorly influenced, like I don't know what else to say other than you are pretty much calling the shots.
I mean, the devs are on all social,
which is fine. Why not? If I'm Joe Knows here, right? If I'm Joe Knows here, it's very simple. Yeah, I have influence on the game. I run this. If you guys have anything you want to see fixed, let me know. I have a pretty good relationship with them.
social medias. They're on Reddit, they're on YouTube, Twitch, they're everywhere. It's Twitter, gathering what the community feedback is saying. So if you want to say my streams or videos have an impact, then that's fair. But I certainly don't have control. I've been consistent since the...
This is a crybaby club. Who's crying? I'm not crying at all. I'm telling you like it is. There's no tears coming from my eyes. I could care less. I said this months ago. I'll let the video play and I'll come back to that.
Came out that I think we should be very patient on touching anything, even on things that I was like I don't really like the ball phasing through people's bodies on the bump steals, but I want to be careful because if we try to make a small tweak to shot contests or to bump steals or anything, a lot of times when it comes to 2K, you try to make a small tweak, it turns into a major tweak, and then there's a whole ripple effect on the gameplay. I've been consistent saying we need to be patient in terms of actually making any changes to the game because the game was fun. I'm going to reserve my reservations and kind of see.
This is true. However, when you're the broadcaster, the people that are around you, the things that they say, the things that they complain about, the things that they do are the influence. So while you can say, well, I haven't said anything, I'm not telling them to patch anything. I'm just playing the game. If you go back to my original stream, my community day stream or whatever you call that, early access stream, I was playing with U-bots. And you guys could go back, the VOD is up. If you go back to that stream, U-bots kept complaining about contests. And one of the first thing that I kept saying over and over again was, well, you don't have challenger, you don't have perimeter. We need to wait till we see how you're going to play when you have all these badges. Because in my mind, they're watching. So if they're hearing complaints about contests, and then you guys are hearing complaints about contests, word spreads fast. Majority of opinions that people form aren't from their own experience. They're from living through somebody else's experience. 99% of the people that were complaining about deep half-court tempo fades never played versus that. They watched it on Twitter, and they saw other people complain about it. So people formulate their opinions through others' experiences. So you have to, as a content creator, as the only creator that has any pull in it, if your group of people that are being watched is complaining about shit, then that's what's going to change.
You know, give it a little time, let patch 2 breathe before I make my opinion on it. But I've been consistent saying we need to be patient in terms of making any changes.
And again, Swanky, y'all aren't listening. And unfortunately, like, y'all pick and choose what y'all listen to. Like, you're not listening to the point. It has nothing to do with what I said. It has nothing to do with the actual gameplay itself. It's very simple. What I said was in relation to what Joe's talking about. What I said was, in the beginning of the year, one of the first things that I was cognizant of as a creator that had 3,000, 4,000 viewers, 2,500 viewers, whatever the it was, is that what my teammates are saying and what we say is going to be taken and ran with. And it was my responsibility to control that narrative. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't say he was wrong. I didn't say that's not true. What I said was, as a content creator, when you're broadcasting things, you have control over that. You are controlling the narrative in your own stream. It's your stream. Everything that you do, say, portray, you're controlling that. That is your narrative, that's your control.
Getting the narrative that you want to spin now because I'm getting the news early in this game, that, like, y'all get what I'm saying, right? It doesn't add up. I've been getting the news early for years, and I'm not the only person getting the news early for years. Some people that get the news early just choose to do nothing with it. I mean, that's on them. That's just bad business. If you're getting access to information, put a good video together because people are going to want to know the information. That's like business 101. I guess I've reached the point in my content creation career where it's just like throw Joe's name in the title because you want to get views. I guess that's a cool thing that I've reached that point, but it's almost to the point that it's like defamation of character now. Y'all are putting straight up lies out there.
Defamation of character is crazy.
That are now warping people's opinion about me. I ain't gonna lie. Let's be careful with what we're doing now.
Why we are dropping today's stream is we are going to react to this video Swante made. I saw myself in the thumbnail. To me, I thought that was pretty cool. And I'm curious to see what it is. I have not watched this. A lot of people have been telling me it is absolutely worth the watch. So today we're going to see it. Let's watch. Live reaction. Joe Knows ruined NBA 2K26.
Shooting is being buffed, and the hot fix should be out right now. It is out. Rhythm shooting has been buffed. Also, I'm going to show you all the new hidden gameplay and shooting updates. Mike Wang was in some streams talking. Community is going irate. They are going at each other because this patch done completely changed the game. Y'all be sure to hit that like button if you are glad fades are nerfed. I played Rec.
Chat, let me know. Are y'all glad fades are nerfed? If you like fades or if you like the fades or nerf type W, if you hate the fades or nerf type L, let me know. I'm actually curious.
They were trying 1-7. They were playing horrible, getting graded out, quitting the game, crying on the mic. It was hilarious. So as you can see, they already folded. Now look, it was in Swag Godly's stream. Mike Wang, he be watching Black Mark, and he's always in their streams. And for some reason, it seemed like right when the patch notes dropped, Joe Knows dropped the video. So I don't know if he had something to do with the game, or like, I know people are, you know, he got the interview with Mike Wang. Mike Wang being all their streams, they all got logos. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It seemed like right when the patch notes dropped, Joe Knows dropped the video instant. I don't know how.
Well, he did drop the video instant. I mean, it's and that's not like, just so we're clear, that's not speculation. 10/13/2025, 11:01, they dropped patch notes. 3 minutes later, 11:04, 10:13, Jonos has an entire edited video of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be back.
The notes dropped in 3 minutes. He got an entire edited, talked about. He's already gone over the bullet points. Like, at the end of the day, you can't be mad at the community that we're starting to speculate that you have a big influence on the game. And that's okay. If you have big influence on the game, that's fine. But again, you have to understand that with great power comes great responsibility. You're going to have to deal with some flack that people are going to believe that you have huge influence over the game. When your entire team has logos, when the whole team is the only people that they watch, naturally, their people are going to assume that you have pool. All the pool. But that's not getting news early, brother. That's more than getting news early. And I understand that they get news early. The news early thing is irrelevant. The news early shit is absolutely irrelevant because they give the news early to like 5 people. I'm pretty sure they give it to Double H. They give it to somebody else too. They give news early to like 4 or 5 people. Who cares about that? The premise is though, you all have logos. You will never see Beluba publicly comment in anybody else's stream. He only comments in Black Market stream. That's the only shit he watches. He doesn't watch anything else. So you can't be surprised that people are saying, yo, after 2 straight years of Beluba not commenting in one person's stream, and he only watches Black Market gameplay, to assume that you guys have some sort of pull on the gameplay when they reverted the rhythm patch in like 30 minutes of gameplay, dog.
I don't know of how you edit a video that fast. I don't know. I might be mistaken, but that's what it seemed like. It was crazy. They saying that the rhythm shooting will be back to where it was 2 days ago after the hot. Now, I don't know what this actually means. Like the green window size or the smoothness. Because now people are saying there's a hitch and yeah, they released a whole update.
Probably both. It's probably going to be the green window size and the smoothness.
The new patch that just came out reintroduced the ability to delay your shot release with rhythm shooting by flicking up late or slowly, similar to how it worked at launch. Couldn't you still do this? Was intended to make rhythm shot inputs register.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Swante and his cat cut out video transitions. Like, I feel like I'm watching a school project on this shit, dude. I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
Community feedback. This change causes a slight hitch to rhythm shots. We're reverting the adjustment to restore a smoother, more responsive shooting. No download is required, as y'all see. We got Choc talking about Jono's lockdown, I think. I don't know if he's trolling or not. I thought
the fact that like this has got like okay, hold on, let me
it was cool.
He goes to Hawaii and he lays down. Okay, for the record, by the way, I don't have like. This is the stupid part. He said, like, I thought they were cool.
I don't know if he's trolling or not. I thought they was cool.
First of all, I can be honest and be cool with people. We can be real about what it is and be cool with people. At least that's how I grew up. Maybe that's not how the new generation of people is, but the way that I grew up, we keep it real with people. And that's just how it's been. And maybe I'm not supposed to be like that, but we've always kept it real. Hawaii, and he lays down, and right before his head touches the pillow, he goes like this, and he's sitting here before he goes to sleep. Maybe he says his prayers. I don't know if he's religious or not, but he's sitting in bed going,
saying this Mike Wayne.
Why is Bauer failing so much? I must get to the bottom of this. He's the best lockdown I've ever seen. If he can't get steals, nobody can. But when you tweet, right? When you tweet, when you're caught in streams in 4K and you're saying along the lines of, when I said plucks were gone, I was talking about the can multi-actor pluck animation. High steal rating will help get on-ball steals, not just lanes. But I need to investigate why Bauer is failing so much. When you need to do something, the key word there is need. When you need to do something, what else am I supposed to think? There's not many things in life that we need. Thinking that shit. This is all Black Market's fault, by the way. Just so y'all know. Like, I said it. If Bauer wasn't failing so much, none of this would have happened. It's true, though. Dude, okay. You could say I'm being mean, and you could say I'm jumping the gun, and you could say whatever you want to say, but it's f***ing true. It's true. Is that even me assuming, or is that honest? If Beluba was tuning into Black Market's pro-am runs, and Bauer was bumping people and stealing the ball all the time and locking stuff up, do you guys genuinely think something would have changed? If this comment would have been, I tuned in and I'm watching now and I see Bauer's playing really good defense, so most of the other people in the community need to stop complaining because Bauer's a top lock and he's getting the stop, so that means it's possible. If that was the comment and they weren't tuning in and watching Bauer fail, would it have changed? Something to think about. And I don't give a
I don't know if he's
If
strong.
Bauer wasn't getting railed in ranked pro-am, said it. I don't care.
It's true! It's true. It's true. If he wasn't getting railed in ranked pro-am, I might need to move my face cam here because it's looking like I'm becoming a focal point here. If he wasn't getting railed in ranked pro-am, none of this would have changed. And that's not assumption. That's an objective fact. I don't care. Bauer's failing so much, or I wonder why Bauer's failing, or man, maybe Bauer's defense just isn't as good this year and that's why he's failing. No. I need to figure out why Bauer is failing because Bauer could not just naturally fail. I need to figure this out. Like, how is this a real comment? Am I spitting or am I spitting? How?
What was this? Oh, but I need to investigate why it's failing so much. So that's why people be mad at me. Like, bro, I ain't got the juice. I ain't got the power. Like Wang not in my strings, my boy. There are some questionable misses and fouls happening. I don't know if this is old. I'm confused.
Listen, because I see people on Twitter talking about I have ruined the game. Like as if I have any pull. And literally the only thing I see that I've complained about is rhythm shooting. And all they do is keep buffing that. So clearly I'm like the opposite. What I complain about gets buffed. I want this to be my header. I want shit with Black Market. So they are the only people that can save this game. And if you listen to their stream tonight, Bauer's like, this is perfect, leave it. This shit ain't going. How much retarded? This shit ain't going nowhere. This is insane. That's the only people that can save this shit.
How y'all feel about the steals?
Am I lying though? Like that? It's like, am I lying? The only people at this point that can change the game is Black Market. Is that a crazy take? This is not getting hot fixed. This is like they're not gonna hot fix it. This is what y'all don't get.
Do y'all think they keep the steals like this?
Not getting hot fixed. Let me be the bearer of bad news for you. This is getting hot fixed. This is gonna be in the game for a minute. This is the new game. This is not getting changed. I am telling you right now.
Y'all think he right?
I would be baffled if this has changed anything.
Y'all talking about that?
They're not changing this, by the way. I want to be clear. Like, they're not changing this. Also, I don't know what the hell is up with these edits. Like, these edits are tripping me out a little bit. Like, all the ha 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 in the background and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
You know, they've added blitz steals back in. Oh, they're patching fade, so these guards are going to be nerfed and they're not going to be good anymore. And wow, this game's going to be really good. All for you.
I ain't gonna hold you. Choc, I played a few rec games, man. I know it's the rec. But when I used to play the rec, there were always 2 guards on my team, 2 guards on the other team. Everyone's fading for threes. They're dropping 30s, 40s. They won't even pass the ball. Everyone, and that's gone. People were going 1 for 8. Hey, like, it's gone. I did not.
But listen, there's a difference between saying to ourselves that the green window for fades was too big, we should make it a little bit smaller, and completely getting rid of it. If you wanted to say, yo, it's too easy to green, let's shrink the green window, that's fine. But are we going to sit back and completely... What's the point of Legend Shifty Shooter now? You cannot green a fade 3 without badge. What's the point? Why have it in? You know? And again, all these faders that everybody complained about were tempo shooters. Is tempo coming out the game?
Of course not. No one fading. So, I mean, hey, man.
To finally load that patch up and be like, holy, this shit is awful. They didn't actually fix it. They ruined the game. Here's the thing, man. I have been right about everything. Every patch, every update, every tweet, everything that I have been saying since the game dropped has been right. I tell y'all exactly what's going to happen. And then you guys go in the comment section and you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about or I'm just being negative.
Yo, what the f*** are these edits?
Or I'm just complaining or to get better, or to adjust or to adapt or all these things. And then sure enough, a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, however much time it is, and then boom, I end up being right. And then you guys are all finally saying the same things, and you guys all have the same sentiment to me. And it's a shame because I'm telling you guys, I know what I'm talking about. Let's keep it a $150. This latest 2K patch is garbage. It is complete, utter garbage. You can't dribble the ball anymore. If you even look at a defender, if he breathes on you, it doesn't matter if he has 45 steal or 99 steal. He's going to tear it off. You can't fade anymore because little Timmy and little Bobby.
Bro, he literally just opened my video as a pack.
And it's just like, the game is so reminiscent of NBA 2K23, where all people did.
Wasn't I saying this game is like 2K23 while everyone was saying all these golden era 2Ks?
Steal the ball and run around on 6-8 minutes. And it's so funny because I just said this the other day on stream. I have been telling y'all since day one, they do not know how to
fucking
select
unlock the Galaxy Opal Choc Twitter rant.
It's very simple. They can't.
Is this by design, Chuck? I think this is by design. I think this is planned out. 2K26 just makes it way too obvious.
Do slight tweaks. So guess what? A lot of you guys probably didn't know this, but the reason I've been calling for rhythm to be removed is because they could remove that. It would impact the game in a positive way. And then guess what? Nothing else would really change. But you guys will tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Change this, buff that, nerf this, and guess what? Look at what products we have right now. And I don't even know if I can blame you guys. Like, I don't even know.
I really be spitting, though.
I feel like y'all just don't know any better. I think I'm more mad at these YouTubers, man. I am so sick of you guys.
What
listening
YouTubers
to
you
people
talking
that genuinely don't know what the they're talking about and suck at it. And I'm going to tell you guys this because maybe you just don't know better. I will admit, when I was like coming up and I was younger, I always thought YouTubers were good at the game. I thought, you know what? They make videos.
Now look, all the other clips and stuff I'm showing y'all, he talking about like the black market and all them and all that and on those and them. But I thought they was compy. So I'm confused. Cause it seemed like he going on a tirade. I thought they were like compy or my.
Why does it gotta be, why do I gotta be talking about anybody specifically? Why can't I just be talking in general? Why does it have to be specifics for me?
I don't be paying attention. I'm out the loop. I'm not gonna hold you though, man. To be honest, I know people like they hate 2K creators, streamers and stuff. I understand they lame as hell, but I think 2K probably has the biggest group of like creators that are actually good at the game. Cause like you
No. What 2K has is the biggest group of creators that think that they're good. In 2K is the one game, and this goes, you guys can literally, I guarantee you can all relate to this. 2K is that one game that every single one of your friend group people think they're good at. Do you know how many people have told me, they know I'm a professional 2K player. Do you know how many people have told me, yo, bro, I would cook you on 2K, bro. I know you play pro, but I'm really nice. Like, I'm nice, but bro, I got a 70 win percentage in the rec center, bro. I'm a purple plate. 2K is the one community where everybody thinks they're nice and they don't give credit to the people that actually are nice. I've talked about this all the time. 2K is literally the one game where everyone thinks they're God, and that's by design. When we talk about by design, that's by design. You can go in the rec center and put up 30 points because skill-based matchmaking is going to put you with people around your area. So cool, you could go drop 30. That doesn't make you good at this. Half of these people are terrible.
Usually with other games like COD, just any other game, there's a bunch of creators who are super casual and are horrible with huge fan bases. But usually with 2K, people be pretty good at the game, especially compared to an average person. They're like really in the upper percent. Like the creators, they're really in the upper percent. I'm not saying the top 1%. That's probably how Choc is viewing it and all that.
Yes.
But like overall, like they're in the top upper percent. For some reason, a lot of like viewers, like they just hate creators because, you know, sometimes it be envy and sometimes they just lame. But, you know, they try to bring that stuff from like other video games and try to bring it to 2K, and then like you're saying like someone's trash that's better than 99% of 2K. It doesn't make sense. Like there's a bunch of negative 1% casuals talking crazy to creators like are just rec players. It just doesn't make sense. But there are some trash creators, but usually like the sentiment, it would be like a my GM, like my team type of guy. Like that's the skill level of creators on like other video games, but they're not like in the
I don't know if I agree
like
with that.
They're like,
That's the first thing in this video I'm gonna have to disagree with.
They have to be good. These YouTubers don't know what they're talking about. Any change that they're asking for, anything that they want to see in the game.
Yo, what? I feel like he just gets high as fuck. and starts playing around with the edits while he edits his videos, dude.
Care about the big picture. They only want something that's going to help them. And it's a shame because this is the guys that 2K listen to. They listen to these people that don't know what they're talking about. And it's a shame. And it's been years now. And at some point, 2K's got to put their pride to the side and start listening to the people that actually understand their game. Not the people that have the most clout, not the people that they feel like worship the game the most, but the people that actually know what they're talking about. And it's just so funny because supposedly they already have a group of people that they run the patches by and test, and these are competitive high-level players. No,
They do. Choc, I ain't gonna hold you. I know you want to be out there, but man, they have a 2K League dev.
Just so we're clear, this has nothing to do with me. Just so we're clear, I want this to be the utmost clear and obvious. This has the least amount to do with me. I have been in this community since 2K20 religiously. And I've never been invited to Community Day. So if you think that in the back of my mind, I think they're going to hire me, work with me, collaborate with me, associate with me, you're smoking dope. You know what I mean? You're absolutely smoking dope. Was there a time in the past where I thought that was going to be a thing? Of course. Is there any part of me that thinks that now? No.
They know what we want. Well, not, I ain't gonna say we, but they know what people want. They got Wolf up, obviously. I've talked to several different 2K League players or top creators or stage cats or whatever.
2K League is not a thing anymore either, by the way. I don't know why people keep talking about the 2K League is not a thing.
That are play testing the game that they're coming to, and they're not using their feedback to make the game better. They're using them to patch them. You gotta think, man, someone who comes from...
That is true. I will say, and I can say with a lot of confidence, if you guys look back at Community Day over the past 2 years, if they found something broken, that shit gets patched immediately. It's very rare that something gets changed, but it's very often that something that people find out gets patched. I would agree with that.
Nothing, who just games all day, he's not gonna have the ego to really tell them what needs to be said. They're gonna try to keep their relationship so they can keep going. Like, they're starstruck, bro. Like, they never had nothing to wind and dine to fly out and test games early. This is like, they're losing their mind. They're not gonna keep it 100. There are also like top YouTubers that y'all don't know that are actually testing the game and helping them like create the game, bro. But they do be having top 2K League players since like 18.
They've not had top okay, that's not true. That is factually incorrect. That's factually incorrect. 2K League players never even got invited to Community Day. 2K League players have had zero say in it, ever. So, like, not that I care about the 2K League at all, but the one thing we are not going to do is sit here and pretend that the 2K League and the competitive players have any pull on this. They have no pull.
But they use them to patch them.
Not competitive high-level players. People are and that's the problem with the game, is the people that have direct control of the game suck at it, bro. They suck at it.
True.
At what point, if you're 2K, do you put your pride to the side and say, okay, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be listening to these rec center YouTubers. Maybe I shouldn't be listening to Reddit. And maybe I should listen to the guys that historically for years have been right. At the end of the day, bro, you reap what you sow. And it's just so funny because I see a lot of people on Twitter saying, this is going to get reverted and it's fine. It'll be back in a few days. No, it won't. Because for them to revert it would be them to have to say that they completely the patch and they don't know what they're doing. And I hate to break it to you guys, but welcome to the new normal of NBA 2K26.
I'm spit.
Got statistics.
The game was fun.
I'm
Believe it or
spit.
not, the game before this patch, the game was fun. I know FaZe was OP, but the game was fun. Believe it or not, the game was fun, bro. As much as there's a lot of no defense, this game was fun. Now it is damn near back to one of like being stressful to play again, bro.
We got Fana.
I'm gonna be real, like, statistics isn't wrong. Like, you could say whatever you want to say about FaZe. You could say FaZe were broken. You could say the game has been trash. You can say whatever you want, but you can't say the game hasn't been fun. You can't tell me that in the last day of playing this game at half speed, because by the way, the speed got nerfed. That wasn't in the patch notes. Speed got nerfed majorly. Where was that at in the patch notes? You don't see nothing about that. Pass animations got nerfed. That ain't in the patch notes. You can't tell me that the game is currently more fun than it was the other day, bro. You tell me with a straight face that this is not NBA 2K26. I haven't complained one time the entire year, but I'm at my wit's end with this game, bro. This 99 steel half glove bullshit has to be patched, dog. If this game is going to survive more than another month, They have to fix this, bro. In this gameplay, I'm on a 6-1 build with gold unpluckable. A 6-1 build with gold unpluckable. And you would think that I'm a scrub at the YMCA that's getting guarded by Gary Payton, dog. I'm getting ripped every single play. And they don't even have to do anything. There's no skill to it. All they do is tap the X button. All they do is tap the square button. And they pray that because this game mode is on rookie, this is only a perk problem. Because this game mode is on rookie or pro or whatever stupid game mode it's on, that you guys bless them with a steal. This has to be patched, bro. It doesn't even make sense. Like, look at the steal animations that this dude is getting. What am I supposed to do, bro? I'm a point guard in the NBA, and I'm not just a point guard in the NBA. I'm a 99 overall point guard in the NBA. What 99 overall point guard in the NBA cannot dribble, bro? Make that make sense to me, dude. And I'm not gonna lie, like, even watching this back, this is getting me tight. Look at this bull. Like, at the end of the day, bro, the only difference between what you just watched and what it is now is at least, like, back then they had to press square. They pressed square back then. Now, they don't even press square. They just run into you. It's the same premise. And you commented I sound pissed. I went and got a job during this game. I literally went and put in a job.
Just in my server fading, no problem. Nigga, Lil P was just on the court fading, no problem. You can fade open early in your possession. If you catch the ball and you have full stam and you only took a couple dribbles, you could go fade on that.
LARP. All my life, LARP. LARP, 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 LARPity, LARP, 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 LARP. We're lying. Why lie? Why lie? Y'all just watched me play yesterday. I've been one of the best faders on this game for years. Can you make a fade every now and again? For sure. In the corner? Yes. Top of the key? What kind of shot is that? Get back.
You think it's a W patch? I do. I do like the patch. I ain't gonna lie.
I want you guys to follow up with this specifically in 3 days. I want to watch 3 days of Fana playing point guard on this patch, and I want to hear that it's a W patch from him. Fana is a quote-unquote dribbler. Right? He's a dribblehead, isn't he? I want to see the sentiment in 3 days. Let's see the sentiment in 3 days.
Hey, comp guy saying you patch. 2K League player,
that losing the ball
dimes.
shit, that's the only thing. That's literally the only thing I can say. Everything else is cool. Just the losing the ball shit.
He
If they
like
make
it
to where-
too.
If they make it like any other 2K, to where you blitz somebody and get the steal, but you can still crab people, oh man, best 2K.
That's 2K.
Everything else cool. That's the only negative, bro. The only negative is the dropping the ball thing. The game not bad. It's just a dropping
He
the ball.
like it? Y'all think
Make
Choc
it still got
tripping?
to steal the ball. Make it to where you blitz somebody, you gotta press square and you steal the ball. Everything else is good ball.
They didn't move the blur to the
Joe knows.
like
Yeah, cheese. I think Swag got us one though, bro.
like the dunk like green window boost. It's like okay. I mean it's not okay. They said they were gonna move that, but first of
My
all,
brother were Taco Bell from
the
Dortmund.
whole meter doesn't go green like it did with blur. But I understand if you'd be like, nah, the whole meter shouldn't be green. Like that's OD. Even if you want to say that, then like you would expect at least a boost to the green window, right? And
He's 6'8", 93 dunk. You know he put it legendary. I've also heard from some other people that they don't like it either.
I feel like from what I tested that one game,
It's very simple because people take my stuff out of context. If people want to say, hey, fading is too easy and we should shrink the green window, totally. But to completely remove that when you can't really stop your player on a dime when you want, makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. And again, all you're going to see is ISO. That's it. It's going to be straight ISO. It's very simple. That's all people are going to do. They're going to ISO. And they're going to take turns ISOing. That's all it's going to be. There's no way you play this game and you don't complain about the plucks. There's no way you're playing this game and you don't think to yourself, okay, as of small guard now, I can hardly score. Now, the only thing that they did do in small guards benefits, the only beneficial thing that point guards have going is the fact that they've removed ghost contests. That is the only beneficial thing that PGs have going for them, bro.
the boost. If it was very small.
I'm also complaining about the game speed.
This is Hollywood, a damn post scorer. If he talking about game speed, you know it's cooked.
Game speed is terrible. I feel like I'm playing 2K25. I'm not playing 2K25.
Why did they nerf the game speed, bro? What's going on? I think this.
But this is what I've said a million times, right? And I've said this 100,000 times, bro. It's very simple. I've said this 100,000 times. This goes back to, and again, this is where like I say I'm right, and people will be like, "Oh, you say you're right about everything." But it's very simple, bro. I could go back to the tweet and I can explain it in the utmost respect, bro. It's very simple. The problem with calling for patches is once you open that door, the devs start making adjustments that you never asked for. This was on September 13th. It's obvious that the overall speed of dribbling bursts have been toned down. And it's very, very, very simple. People wanted a contest patch. They got a contest patch. And guess what? Boom. Things got tuned down. Things got nerfed. Things got slowed down. In a contest patch. Mind you, the only thing that it said in the notes was, hey, we're patching contests. It didn't say anything about anything else. So as I've been saying, and I've been saying this since last year, I'm not going to scroll all the way back. You guys can scroll all the way back to last year. And again, I don't think this was wrong either. I don't think I'm ever wrong. Sometimes I'm just early. You can say what you want to say about me, but never wrong just early. You know? Just early. September 2nd, 2025. We found the issue with Plux, testing the fix now. How's the issue with Plux turning out, guys? Be honest.
Because like to nerf the game speed, to patch fading, it's probably going to make people make smaller builds and try to shift the community. I think this is all just for monetary purposes for the...
I don't even see why you'd make a small build. Why would you make a small build in this scenario? And maybe somebody can explain that to me. I don't see the benefit of making a small build. I don't see it.
2K, I'm telling you, bro. It's too crazy, bro. A whole game slowing down. It's like, guys, be easy with making your builds, man. People are panicking, trying to figure a way to be top meta. And don't fall for the bait, dog. Better than Rondo and Tyrese.
I'm gonna be real, like, to keep it a $150 with all, I wouldn't make a build right this second, bro. I would wait a few days and see what's going on.
Y'all let me know y'all's favorite pass styles, man. So Choc tweets out, NBA 2K26 is genuinely terrible now.
Yo, he should have. Why did he put my name in the title, bro? Like, we couldn't have put my, because I mean, this is the Choc show. In this conversation, I cooked.
Dead, I can't believe it. I even tuned into his stream.
Can we talk about how hard I cooked this dude? I tweeted NBA 2K26 is genuinely terrible now. J Ace Dadan said, I don't think I've ever disliked someone. Since 2K20, I've been waiting for someone to tap your glass jawline. And I asked him, like, what are you waiting for? And he said, you in a different state, bozo. Please don't act tough when your room look like a lady's room with a white dresser and bed frame. So clearly he watches the streams or watches the videos or whatever. But you've disliked me since 2K20. In 5 years, you haven't made enough for a flight year?
Genuinely terrible now. I can't believe it. I even tuned into his stream and he was saying that this is worse than 2K25 and 18 easily.
Okay, no. That's cap. That's cap. Swante, that's not what we're doing. Nope. No. That's not what we're doing. I did not say that. That is factually incorrect. Nothing is ever going to be worse than 2K18. And I said that yesterday. And we did a whole breakdown on that. Nothing is ever going to be worse than 2K18. However, what I did say is if the game stays like this, it could potentially pass worse than 2K25. But I did not say that this shit is worse. Let's be clear. It's been one day of a patch. I would never jump the gun that hard. Nothing will ever be worse than 2K18, though. And I will not let anybody rewrite history like that.
The worst 2K ever. This guy says, I don't think I ever disliked someone. Since 2K20, I've been waiting for someone to just tap your glass jawline. I be getting comments like this all the time, bro. Like, people are literally blaming me for, like, them bringing some hitch back with temp. I don't know, bro. We got Choc right here. Game speed is 3 times slower. Lose the ball immediately, but you know what? Fix rhythm shooting. I can't verify the game being way slower. I just played it.
How can you not verify that the game is way slower? Can anybody in the chat tell me that they don't feel a difference? I haven't seen one person tell me that the game feels the same to them. Not one person. Anybody that has played this game for more than 5 minutes will tell you the game speed is so much slower now. It is. The big guards are useless. Bro, the 6'8"s? The 6'8" guard build is actually fries in the bag now.
Few games, man. That's lame. Why do they keep like making the game slower? It doesn't make sense. This is what I'm saying. Like, he has to be doing this on purpose. to make the game slower and then to make it to where everyone's just dropping the ball, it's like he's trying to like make the community trip or like make different builds or something. Like, y'all think he did this to try to force people to make smaller builds and just like the revenue, like everyone's gonna go make small guards now with crazy high speed?
Nobody's making a small guard. That's right.
To try to combat the game being slower, thinking like we wouldn't notice. Also can saying post scoring back. That's a apparently they patched the crew rewards. The unlimited Gatorade and boost only work in the park and not other modes. That's kind of lame. Oh, he said it always said. It should be for all. Dunk meter starts off small now and then it grows bigger. Y'all let me know if y'all like this. Probably gonna train people to start aiming for the top. You got Joey saying they added the hitch back to the Isaac base, but apparently they gonna fix it. Well, at least with tempo. Party saying that they slowed down the pass speed. Yep.
So they slowed down the game in general. If you guys played yesterday, I noticed this for sure, especially on fast breaks. It was hard for me to run fast breaks. Like, the pass animations were slow. The passes weren't getting there. I ran a fast break, and the center came back and hawked me because the pass was super slow. All the pass speeds of it's like, I just don't get it. It's very simple. The easiest way to put it is this, bro. Do I think that any one person has the full pull over the game? No. Do I think that Joe says buff this and they buff it and patch this and they patch it? No. But I do think at the end of the day, they watch 3 people's streams. They're all on the same team. They all have logos. That's the only thing they listen to. So at the end of the day, your words have more pull than anyone else's words. With great power comes great responsibility. You can say control versus influence. You can say it however you want to say it. At the end of the day, that is inevitably what leads to the changes. I didn't watch his last stream, but I would guarantee, and again, I could be wrong here. I would be willing to bet somebody on this. If anybody wants to take me up on this, we can lock money on this and potentially bet and go from there. I would guarantee you in the Joe Knows stream, that was the first stream on the new patch. I would guarantee you there was more complaints about rhythm shooting than anything else. I would guarantee it. And if anybody wants to take me up on that bet, I have no clue. I didn't watch the stream. I was streaming myself. If anybody wants to take me up on that bet, we can bet that. I know. Oh, 100%. There was a massive hitch. You think there should be a hitch? Do I think that there should be a hitch? No. Do I think that there are way more important issues in the game currently than rhythm shooting having a hitch? Absolutely. I think that the rhythm shooting hitch is probably the most minor issue out of everything that came in this patch. And it's like, you guys have the platform, and unfortunately, the way it seems, I'm calling it like I see it here, the way it seems is that the only thing that is talked about is the stuff that is impactful for y'all. That's just how it seems. When you have a platform and the game speed is significantly slower and people can't dribble the ball and all of these things are happening, when all of these things are issues and the developer of the game is like, hey, what are we thinking? And the only thing that you guys are saying is, yo, we can't rhythm shoot anymore. It makes it hard to not be frustrated with that. You know? It makes it hard to not sit back and go, well, it's like, damn, none of us got any say. We can't fix it. We're basic. We got to sit back and take it. But you don't. You can fix it. You know? It's like, you actually can say something that changes it. You actually can make a change. They do actually listen to you. Not saying that you say something that goes right away, but it's like, damn, the rhythm shooting was probably the most minor of every single change that happened. And it is the only thing that was spoken on at length. That's all. And again, at the end of the day, like I said before, I don't know if you were in the stream, but you're like running away from the fact that you have pool. You have pool, bro. And that's fine. Nobody, you have the most followers and you're good at the game. So nobody's saying you shouldn't have pool. But you have to understand that as the only person with pool, your words are amplified. That's it. Exactly, Thicky. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. It has nothing to do with specifically Joe. It's not just Joe says this and we do that. But if we have one team of people that we are listening to and they all kind of echo the same thing, not saying they don't talk about other stuff, but if Joe says steals are pretty bad and Bauer's like, I don't think steals are that bad, well, that cancels out. But when they're all saying rhythm's got to be fixed and rhythm, it's like, oh, that's what's going to change. You can't say you don't have the most pool and your voice isn't the gospel when you guys wanted rhythm fixed and it was fixed that night. It didn't even take a full day. You went live on stream at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you went live. They fixed rhythm shooting by 5 a.m. Immediately. The second, and they literally tweeted within an hour of your stream being live, this will be fixed tonight. Like, and it is what it is. Like I said, rather than, and I can't tell you how to live your life, but rather than running from the I have pool comments, just embrace it. You have pool. I don't know how this is like even I don't know how this is even like a comment. Like, I don't even know how this is a conversation. I don't think you're really like I just don't think you're being honest here. Like, you're not being like, you are the voice. Like, that's the difference between like what you're saying and like what anybody else is saying. You are the voice. Like, you're the voice. It's not your voice carries weight. You're the voice. If somebody can, if somebody tell me I'm wrong here. If I'm wrong, I will genuinely apologize. Have you seen Beluba in a stream not named Bauer, Joe knows Swag Godly? If I'm wrong, tell me. What stream have you seen him in, Uptown Dumbo? Let me know. In 2K26, what stream has he been in? He's been in Fantasy Stream. I can't argue that. I don't know. Maybe he has. I don't believe he's been in Fantasy Stream this year. But maybe he has. Cool. Then Fan has got to have some pool then too. Because to me, I could go tune into any black market stream, he's going to be in there, which is fine. He's got one. He's a fan of one team. There's one group of people he watches consistently. That's it. And with great power comes great responsibility. That's all I'm trying to say. That's it.